on this Troll Warlord. A little bit more damage being done to Gabby down here, but Zephyr gotta be careful. Gabby actually just blinking forward onto him. A couple more auto attacks might bring him down. They do have another stun though. A few more auto attacks. Gabby needs to make it into the trees, and it looks like he's gonna be first blood, if at all possible. Cuckoo. Alright, Armel's pretty tanky. I think they do need a +1. Abed should be all that they need to finish up this kill. The arrow was going for the bounty rune. Armel will actually be able to grab it. Great stomp from KP. They couldn't quite finish off the Underlord, and now trouble. Abed will be able to jump away. Still got some bottle sips. Needs
Radiant structures.
I've been making the rotation top. They do really want to find this trade. They have already sent the Sand King bottom to try and hang on a little bit longer. Great remnant being used. March. If it's a desperate situation, you just kind of need the item. March getting dusted up. I don't think he's getting out of here. Yeah, locked down by the pit, and that's going to be the end of him. He is relatively tanky. Trying to run out. Can he make his way into the trees? Not the cleanest pathing in the world. And should be dead. Pops the salve, wants to get the Shadow Walk off. And even if he dies, double track would be pretty worth it. Cuckoo off the money there with the Burrow Strike. But looks like they are still going to get Whitemon anyway. I'm not sure that they needed that epi, but with this mid tier 1 tower. And that is showing the strength of this kind of double offlane Underlord plus the Elder Titan. Cuckoo getting nailed by an arrow down here. Just too much fire. And Gabby just being protected by supports down here at bottom and finding a bunch of fun that way. Pop ahead of try and save Armel, but I don't think that's gonna work. He gets surrounded by 4. I'll kill the courier. They got it. March getting caught out once again here at mid. They do have a Force Staff to get him out, and he's got another Force Staff for himself, so he's gonna be just fine. Arrow not gonna connect, and Tim's walking a little bit too far forward. Great double stun. Armel also gonna take some damage to start this fight off. Gabby's not even here, so it's not really a fight. They are gonna end up popping that illusion room. Haven't popped the Dark Rift just yet. A little bit too late here for Armel. Looks like he's just gonna get shredded down by the Troll Warlord. Gabby does come over to the fight now, but it's just to get Burrow struck up, and great chain stun follow-up from Zephyr. That's the last of his mana, but that's all that he needs. Operating with a great... You know, they really need the Abyssal Blade on the AM. Maybe we'll be able to get him for a little bit. Alright, that sounds number 1. He uses the Manta. Here comes the follow-up silence. They've actually got the Clumsy Net as well on Abed, so a little bit more locked and 4-step forward into the Burrow Strike. Great chain lock. And again, with the between the BKB and the 4-steps, it should be very difficult for anyone to die without getting spells off. Cuckoo does actually end up finding KP in the backline. The Spear comes back to him, so he gets the magic immunity, gets brought out of the Yules. It's not going to last for too much longer, however. Bit of control onto In Your Dream. They do actually have a... Oh, it's Gabby that's getting caught out elsewhere. I heard the Laguna Blade, but did not see the kill, and now they can just keep on going. Armel can't even get his hands up to get off the Dark Rift. There's too much lockdown, too much damage. Scene. This is a huge amount of damage, and who's in trouble? It's actually Armel getting caught out once again. Sounds great arrow. He's gonna catch In Your Dream and KP with the damage. 2.5k towards the Abyssal Blade. He's tracked and walking away from his team though, so they're just gonna go straight in here on Among Us. Tim's actually does manage to escape. Nice use of the Force Staff. KP looking like he might not be quite so lucky. Does have a little bit of magic immunity to work with. They're gonna drop the Laguna Blade. Zephyr now Force Staffing himself out of there. 2 dead so far. Abed looking for a little more. Armel does manage to get the Dark Rift off this time around and just has to run for deal life. And they need to do a little bit of dewarding on this contested high ground as well. Gabby can't decide if he wants to go and push the wave or if he's going to take this fight with his team. Armel getting gone on. They don't have the disc this time around for the Sand King, but he does manage to avoid the arrow. Cuckoo surviving. March just walks into the middle of everything. Still living though. In Your Dream walking forward, kind of getting kited for now. KP's just going to go chasing after March. One more punch will do him in. And Abed up here on the high ground needs to touch out of the way of that arrow and only just barely makes it. Warlord losing some mana to these anti-mage illusions. Doesn't want to pop the BKB on the first life, but I don't think they're going to let him just walk away here. Tim's maybe trying to anticipate a Force Staff with the arrow, but you can see, what do they see? Armel leading the way. Oh, the arrow just a little bit off the money, so he will be able to get the BKB. Pops the Abyssal Blade here, wants that first kill. He uses the Battle Trance, but that drags him over onto Gabby. Tim's is actually still surviving. In Your Dream, getting dragged away from his team. KP looking to turn around on him now, and they've got the Abyssal Blade from the Anti-Mage. He's too far away from his team. Here, but still 60 seconds to go on the Troll Warlord, and no glyph for 36 seconds. Cuckoo, Burst Strike, just kind of poking, prodding. Gonna drop the Laguna Blade. Can they actually focus down Gabby? The silencers are decent, but he gets saved by style. Abed now getting locked down, pops the cheese preemptively, waiting for these disables. Zephyr still doing the damage. Armel pops the BKB, but way too late. And now Geek Fam, Whitemon trying to escape. Maybe it makes sense from that perspective. Bar Strike, they've caught out Armel. Does have the BKB. Gonna pop it nice and early this time around, but he still gets a Abyssal Blade. TNC wondering what they can do to help him out. They do still have the Hand of God, but it's barely a... They're pinging on this next creep wave. But the Moonlight Shadow, it's just Tim scouting forward. He's going to get jumped and brought down immediately. Couldn't get anything off. He does pick up a Lincoln's now. In your dream on the front lines. Doesn't have to worry about getting arrowed this time around. Pops the BKB. Pops the Battle Trance as well. Just getting dragged away by Armel. Can't let the same thing happen again. Trouble in the back lines. Abed almost going down, but he's still actually got the cheese. Heads over to the Secret Shop to pop that. They need to save their Troll Warlord, but they can't do it. Gabby jumping into the backlines, creating too much of a distraction. Cuckoo tries to bail him out. They desperately have to kill this anti-mage, but I don't think they can do it. They pop the Dark Rift. Dota Plus is getting a little lost at this point. Double Laguna Blade on Gabby. Too much lockdown, and they didn't give him the Aegis. We will see. Troll is heading towards the enemy base without his entire team there. They are not aware of this necessarily on TNC, but they're just going on him. The Abyssal Blade looking for a little bit of a turnaround. Anti-Mage getting chunked, but Gabby actually able to keep on fighting. They get redirected over onto Armel, who's able to walk away. They've got another heal. Good stun onto Gabby, but Abed already dropping low. In your dream doesn't want to keep on fighting. He's already used all of his defensive cooldowns, and they're just kind of leaving Cuckoo for dead. Double force staff gets him out of there. Abed just manning up with the butterfly. Gotta be careful though. Gabby might just be looking for a mono point. Doesn't even need it. Just auto attacks him to death. In your dream turning around. Is this going to be enough lockdown? They've got one Laguna Blade. Gabby jumps away. Armel looking for the jump out. KP's just punching everybody. Double kill. Jump forward even further for Zephyr. Going in feed. Troll still got this rapier queued up, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Roshan potentially respawning in a minute. TNC hungry here, just wanting to finish off the Megas. Arrows fishing, they're level 25 just yet. They're actually getting a bit of a jump in. Good damage onto the anti-mage. Double Laguna Blade. Do they have enough damage to finish him off? Yes, they do. They tried to bail him out, but they couldn't quite manage it. We're going to keep on fighting. This Firestorm actually kick damage or KP. In your dream, spots Armel, first strike, a little bit off the money. Cuckoo gonna force that forward, but he still ends up getting slapped, and now they've got the arrow to follow it up. Can they save this Troll Warlord? They can't force staff him. He's still gonna survive for now. In your dream, desperately popping everything, does get the BKB and the ultimate off, still has the static in reserve. Armel just gonna get double Laguna down. He couldn't get the jump out. Abed just going through everything, silent onto Gabby. He's the next big target. If they can bring him down, this is a great way to start this fight, but he gets to blink away. Needs to find an opportunity to heal back up, but Satanic is gonna do it for him. Armel getting locked down. He just fought back and rejoined this fight, but it's immediately to die. KP can't do the damage either. They've got the Hex onto one more. Triple kill. Buyback now for the anti-mage. As they start going onto the tier 4s. Glyph still in reserve. They really need their Underlord back up, and tough call for Gabby, but he's going to come back and look for the fight. He smashed that glass case, and he's grabbed himself that emergency rapier. He's already used the buyback, so it just has to be the play here. In your dream, they have to hope that they can pop him. Gabby thinking about it, jumps forward. They're going to go for Abed first. He gets the BKB out. Still surviving. Do they have enough damage? One more touch will do it. In your dream, hasn't used the ultimate just yet. He's just relying on the BKB for now to bring down KP. Now he pops the ulti. Tim leaps away. Instead, he latches onto Whitemon and brings him down. Too much lockdown for Gabby. He's already used the Manta. Trying to go back in with the Satanic, but the Laguna Blade from Zephyr drops him down, and GG is called. A 70-minute game to start the day here. For the not for the BTS Pro Series, for the Summit 13 SEA. Absolutely awesome start. It looking amazing, and I've also seen it just fall flat on its face and like get here to start. Wants to keep tapping in position 4. I guess they've actually just gone for a 5-man rotation. I was too busy reading the all chat. Cuckoo's getting gone on. Can they finish him off? Couple more auto attacks. Dagger. KP gets it. All right. TN3 lanes. Game number 1. Oh, making a go here onto Zephyr this time around. He does have a Fairy Fire and a lot of stick charges to try and escape. Cuckoo trying to provide the peel, but Gabby just going to keep on chasing. Zephyr even thinking about turning around for a stun there. Maybe feeling confident with his Fairy Fire to be able to get back into the trees, but Gabby still finds him. Australia ping probably not helping KP's case there. Still on March, but I don't know if he can actually get it. The slow is helping. 2 points up in the Slytherin Crush. He's got the Bash primed. We do have the Fairy Fire for March. Trying to save his life. In your dream, can he finish this kill? Needs one more auto attack and he gets it. Didn't think that they could get it without the mana on the Lich, but just constant auto attacks from the Lifestealer will end up doing it. And now Tim's, he doesn't have to dive. In your dream, maybe finding one more. This is going to be great for Among Us if they can get it, and they do. So should just be Cuckoo going down. The dagger's already being used, though. There's the Arena just barely catching him. Nice spear from Armel, and gets a well-deserved kill out of that rotation, to be honest. Just the dagger blink with the Inkswell. Can they do anything to stop Armel landing? This doesn't really look like they can, so... There you go. Anytime he sees anything happening at bottom, he comes over, he wags his finger. They are going to go for KP. They have enough lockdown to bring him down. March has opted for a point when it's in the gaze. And then it's going to get the kill and secure the bounty rune. Just yet. Not really clear what he wants to go for. Cuckoo running down here. Has opted for the ice armor. They've got In Your Dream in there as well. Whitemon looking very dead, but Gabby just steps off to the side and he's going to be fine. Armel seemingly wants to fight, and the top tower's dead. They're coming down to try and defend bottom. KP gonna look for March first. Can they actually land this lockdown onto Cuckoo? They got the Doom onto Armel before he could get the spear out. The Phoenix Sun is looking like it's gonna be brought down. One more auto attack from Zephyr will do it. KP still fighting, but this Chain Frost slowing him down. 2 dead thus far on the side of TNC, and looking like KP's gonna get kited to his death as well. They're keeping tabs on Armel. He's out of the Doom, but looking very dead at this point as Zephyr brings him down. And that... Why did they choose to take that? Again, itemization for him seems pretty natural this game. Oh, nice soulbind. Trouble for the Ember Spirit. March is a little bit too close. They're not focusing onto Abed, however, and Armel is still kind of low. Abed looks like he should be able to play quickly out of this one. KP's still chasing for him. And they don't have the numbers here to that. They go for the immediate smoke. They see KP at mid, but it's really not the target that they want. And I think they're hoping to find somebody over the enemy Tricant, but instead looks like they will just settle for Whitemon. Abed hops straight on top of him, and Cuckoo brings him down. Tim's thinking about this fight, though, and they are moving into a somewhat awkward area. The Arena hat's already being used, still on cooldown for now. March dead, so just support for support thus far. Cuckoo, if he wants to use the Doom, it's got to be now, or anyone can press Halberd to save you. We'll have to see. March, well, he got the Frost Armor up there, but Frost Shield, sorry. Not enough to save him. Gabby also gonna get silenced. This is decent damage. They get the stun from Gabby, and that is just a straight up double kill.
Tower is under attack.
Is heading in that direction, but there's both a Blink and the Deso picked up on the side of TNC. Whitemon is going to be the first one jump, but will go down pretty much immediately. Flutter also getting doomed up, looking like KP should be the next one to fall. And the TNC nothing now, and it looks like it's just going to be too late. They've tried to load up Cuckoo, but Armel going to be the distraction. Finds Zephyr in the backlines. Whitemon waiting around the corner as well. They can't even kill this Mars. He's going to get the Inkswell stun out. Albert getting locked down this entire time. Buyback immediately. Who got the Aegis? It is just in the hands of Gabby, and now he's going to look for the fight. March going to melt super quickly. In Your Dream has already used the Heaven's Halberd, so he can't keep on fighting. They fought back on one, but I think TNC just going to look for more and more kills. Abed does manage to jump away. So it looks like he'll be alright, but that is the last of his remnants, and Armel actually closing the gap. He's got the Yules, he's got the Spear, and they've got more than enough damage to finish this kill.
It's under attack.
And it's just TNC all day. The Slardar plus PA kind of playing itself, and Zephyr with the dieback getting caught out here. They're not even done. They're looking for a little more. In Your Dream gets the rage off, but he's still hazed up. They continue the chase. Gabby just waiting for the Phantom Strike. Jumps in now. Great Arena plus Spear from Armel. The shield is helping a little bit as Armel, In Your Dream, going to try and Armel toggle his way out of this one. Gabby maybe in a little bit too deep. TNC diving tier 4s at 20 minutes into the game. Gabby just looking for the blink away. Armel saving him. Down lines. Abed getting spotted. Yule's up. Do they have the timing? They don't. He whips it, and Abed just waiting with the BKB anyway. He's going to be just fine now. Very awkward for Armel. He's just going to get run at. KP in the back lines, hoping to find something. March is going to get shredded, but 1-for-1 looking decent for Among Us thus far. Abed needs to deal with the skills. He can't do it. He got the Fire Spirit on top of him, so now he gets speared. Gabby's holding the line, preventing Among Us from coming in with backup, and even though it wasn't the best start, he's just running at him. You gotta be careful. Needs to dodge that silence. He's running forward. His team isn't even here. He just wants the Whitemon kill, and he does get it. He had the clumsy net anyway, so. That that TP was really not destined to work. Is the BKB still on cooldown for the PA? Cuckoo goes jump in, only finding Tims. There's a chain. The Lotus is actually still on cooldown for the time being, so he can't quite get away. Now the dive comes through, but he doesn't have the supernova, so Abed just going to keep on chasing after him. Armel trying to think about whether or not he actually wants this fight. It's only the 3 cores alive currently. There is a corrosive haze on Abed, and I think that's what they're thinking about, but yeah, still 50 seconds to go on the BKB for Gabby, so... Rena coming out, looking for these supports. Zephyr and March both in big trouble. Armel gonna finish off one, turns his attention over towards the other. Zephyr just gonna try for the TP, but there's a Blink Crush, and that will finish that one. But Gabby getting left all by his lonesome on the other side. Caught out and finished off. And now Among Us, they're not done. It's a very scrappy fight. They've got the vision up on the high ground, so they can actually just keep on going. Abed doesn't have the mana for the chains, but out pops In Your Dream. And with the shield, I don't think that's going to be enough to save Armel. Whitemon looking for a little bit of a turnaround. Defensive Yules. Inkswell stun. Not going to help enough, but a nice Slardar Crush will protect them as he retreats up onto the high ground. They're still fighting, even without their PA. Looking like Cuckoo's going to be brought down. Abed still struggling with the mana problems as he tries to escape from this fight. Armel doesn't have Blinker Yules for a moment, but that slight actually just putting Abed right in the middle of everybody and gets brought down. This is kind of similar to the first game. Beautiful stun from Zephyr. Here comes the Chain Frost. Say goodbye to Armel, and KP's also in danger. Do they have anyone else coming over to help and get this catch? It's In Your Dream inside of a creep looking for the jump. Albert coming out, and well, they thought it was just a free kill on March, but...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Good habits, pulling the Shiva's recipe out of the backpack. I don't think he really needed to, but you can always make sure that you have a full inventory if possible. Cuckoo's gonna jump in, he doesn't find anything, they're gonna drop the Doom, but there is the Aegis on this PA, so is this actually gonna matter? They do get the Soulbind out. Gabby's gonna come back, and he will have the full BKB. Armel wants to force the fight as a result, looking for the lifestealer from Cuckoo. Also not very healthy, he's gone. In Your Dream followed up on next. Neither of them has a buyback. The egg pops, so stun onto Op. He's just looking to escape. Somebody could buy for him, maybe. Jump in. Cuckoo's just already dead at mid. Maybe he can get the blink off. He's trying to juke for it. He does get it, but Gabby is straight on top of him, gets the reset, then finds March. Zephyr pops the Ghost Sector, but that's not going to save him either. Gabby just makes mincemeat out of him. Among Us not going to do this defense at all, and very much looking like TNC are going to be making this a 1-1 series here. Monster Energy goes some damn smoke up. They do have the level 18 on the Lena now. Armel getting caught, does still have the BKB. KP, a little off the money on the crush there. It's gonna be okay. Abed, gotta be careful. That one dagger doing so much damage. He gets locked down by the immediate back. Cuckoo is looking for the Doom. Can he even get it off? Armel getting healed up. KP just gonna keep on going forward. Gabby dagger almost kills off In Your Dream instantly. Cuckoo also copping just way too much damage. The supports are alive, but not for long. Triple kill for Gabby. Give him one more. Can he get Zephyr? Yes, he can. It's not quite a Rampage, but it may as well be as the GGs come out, and TNC will end up making this a 1-1 series overall. And getting us back on schedule just a little bit. We're still running somewhat behind. We're not done by any stretch of the imagination for the day.